Hello, Internet. Thank you or welcome. I've lost my usual intro to Neon Souls. I'm so thrown off because this is the smallest crew that I've had to run a game for in a while, and it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what these two get up to, but we will get to that in a second. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this lovely Friday evening for some more Cypher and some cyberpunk fun. I'm going to talk a little bit about stuff we've got going on the channel right now, different new things that we have, and then I'm going to kick it over to my players, my two players, here to talk a little bit with as much time as you need at this point, because we've got nothing but time here to talk about anything you want, including shows that you're in and where people can find you. If you're watching us live on Twitch right now, thank you for being here. We will have, I think our schedule's kind of getting back into our normal flow here after hiatus. We've had a full week of games that if you missed any of them, you can catch them over on our YouTube channel. The VODs will likely be going up in the next week. Our next stream after this one will be tomorrow, Saturday. That is Saturday night's Star Power, where we will have everyone here back again, including an RJ and a guest star, since Wings or Janae Keener will not be here. Our guest star, LB Hackmup, will be joining us, reprising her role as Lonnie. So come join us for that at 7 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. The rest of our schedule for the next week should be normal, I believe. I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary. You can look at our schedule below our faces if you're watching us live on Twitch, and you can see everything that we've got planned, what time we stream, what we're playing, the name of the shows, who's in it, all that fun stuff below our faces. If you're watching us on YouTube some point in the future, head to our Twitch page and you can see whatever we're doing right now, because I'm sure whatever it is, it's a lot of fun. I think that's it. I'll plug our merch store. If you want to buy some GGK exclusive merch, realize if you put the word exclusive on it, it sounds fancier. Some exclusive merch from our store, where you can get some shirts, hoodies, tank tops if you're bisexual. If not, you can't buy the tank tops.
Wait, that's not true at all.
It is.
You could. I guess you could buy it.
You could.
There are other tank tops.
Huh? No, I was just saying in general.
Yeah.
Only buy people wear tank tops. It's science.
Sorry, I was just looking around our Zoom call.
Anyway, you also got mugs and other stuff. I'm sure we'll be putting more up there in the future, but everything you buy there
my
goes.
mug at break. It's in the dishwasher.
Oh no. Well, good for.
They're dishwasher safe.
Dishes. Yeah, they are dishwasher
They
safe.
are.
I hope.
They are. Yeah, no, it's good.
But you can buy all sorts of fun stuff there, so definitely go do it. Oh, Mecha's sporting GGK exclusive merch right now. Thank you, Mecha.
Hey. Post
All
a
right.
picture in the Discord.
Yeah. All right. That almost makes up for all of the ciphers that you've bought. As long as you buy one piece of merch for each cipher, every 10 ciphers that you throw at us, then I think we're even, Mecha. All right, I'm trying to start with my players to introduce themselves, talk about who they are, what they're doing, and any other fun factoids they want to throw at us, starting with Savannah. I don't know who's first on the overlay right now. It's a 50-50 shot. Okay.
We're in a triangle. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's true.
Go, Sid.
We can go clockwise, counterclockwise. Hello, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I am here Thursday through Sunday, sometimes every other week, for some every week. It's pretty great. I love you guys. And this week is one of those on again, off again Thursdays. It is an Elegant Magics week. We're very, very excited. I don't know, maybe we'll actually get to that illustrious hot spring that we've all been talking about, where Bernie is gonna try to set up that polycule. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It should be fun. If you have no fucking clue what I'm talking about, check out our VODs. So much fun. But I will be here tomorrow for Star Power, and I will be here on Sunday for some Slaying 101. But tonight I am playing Impulse. Impulse is a charming hustler who leads to success. Hey, gotta love that autofill. Make me feel good. Yeah.
I guess that makes it my turn. Hi, I'm the only one left. I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, and I have new hair. That's my announcement. My hair's orange now because I felt like it. My streaming schedule is pinned to my Twitter. It's very long and there are lots of things on it, especially in the coming weeks. I'll be here for Star Power tomorrow. Quick scheduling announcement. On Sunday, Slaying 101 is going to be a little bit earlier than usual, and we'll have a small group. My hair is blending into my headphones. I know. It's awesome. Slaying 101 is going to be earlier on Sunday. It's going to be at 3 o'clock Eastern time instead of 4 o'clock because on a Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/Colonomicon, I am GMing a game of The Sprawl for some friends, including Alex, OMG Some Guy, and Colin, and a couple of other buds as well. Morgan will be there, and our your friend and my good friend Tom. It's gonna be super awesome. So that's 7 o'clock on Sunday, and then Monday I'll be on Colin's channel again playing Monster of the Week, and then we'll be back around here for Elegant Magics on Thursday, and so the cycle continues. But tonight I'm not doing any of those things. I'm playing Choke, who is a hardy merc who looks for trouble with a combat flavor. Because what else would she do?
And then it's my turn. Hi, I'm Val at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here Thursdays through Sundays, either playing games or running them. Most notably, like I said, I'm going to be running Saturday nights Star Power. This Saturday at 7 o'clock Eastern time. I can join for that. On alternating weeks in Star Power, I run a game called Saturday Night's Apocalypse, where we were playing through the Princes of the Apocalypse campaign. It is irrecognizable from that at this point, but we're playing a game called Shotguns and Sorcery now. We converted over from D&D. It's a lot of fun. We're gearing up for our finale there, as well as in Star Power, before we get into our second season of Star Power, and a brand new show for Apocalypse. So come join us as we laugh and cry and do all of the things associated with that. And this Sunday, I'll go ahead and promote that because Savannah is not going to be there, I'm going to be guesting over on LB Hackmope's channel for Playthings of the Gods at 8:30 Eastern time. I'm going to be reprising a very old NPC of mine, which there are so many to choose from. You can, if somebody's able to guess which one I'm playing, I'll give you points.
What system? What system does the NPC come from?
That'd be too easy if I get. Well, no, I could give it's D&D. You can pull from the let's see, 69 episodes of 62 episodes of
Not as nice.
I mean, there's over like 150 episodes of D&D I've run on this channel. So yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, I'll be there on Sunday. So should be a lot of fun. And tonight, I will be the flexible GM who tolerates with a creative flavor and loves hoodies. I don't know why I said it like that. Y'all ready to get started?
Yeah.
Let's
Sure,
do
you guys
it.
don't want just like small talk for a little bit and kill some time. No, we're good. Okay. Previously on Neon Souls, your group was dealing with the fallout of having kidnapped two of the most important people in New London. Blaze Unicorn, the CEO of Lunatech, the corporation which owns the station, as well as Riley Strauss, cousin to Blaze Unicorn and the CSO of Lunatech's mining operations, their lunar mining operations. You took them back to a a arboreum, greenhouse sector of this district that a friend of yours, Bo, works at, convincing Riley and Blaze that this was your apartment, given that both Riley and Blaze, as well as Impulse's date, Lieutenant Alco, were a little bit, I don't know if stoned is the right word.
Nosed. They were nosed.
They were nosed. They were nosed by some champagne you had given them, making them a little bit giggly and more compliant. You began to sort of lightly interrogate them through a round of truth or dare, where it was divulged that this Blaze Unicorn was not the real Blaze Unicorn, but was in fact one of his many body doubles that appears at public functions and events. His real name being Francis. Learning this, you decided to get as much information as you could from Francis, talking a little bit about what, finding out where Blaze was, what kind of things Francis does, who the other body doubles are, how Francis got into all of this. And as the conversation sort of progressed, people begin to sober up. Riley got knocked unconscious by a by an acrobatic stunt with Champ and Choke. And Alco had a tense conversation with Impulse about what the hell was going on and how all this happened.
Wait, you just called him Champ.
Because he is
Chance.
a champ. He was
said champ.
a champ.
I did say Champ. I meant Chance.
I just got so confused about what
Chance,
game
who's
we
a
were
champ?
playing.
Yeah.
Champ is
Chance.
from yesterday.
Yeah, that's from Wild Space. Join us for that every other Thursdays, alternating from from Elegant Magics. But yeah, so you with the fallout of all of this, a couple things came to light. One, Alco not being too mad at Impulse did agree to, continuing to see each other and all that, which, of course. The other piece of information, probably more pertinent to your situation, was that you found out that Francis, while not having the same security clearance, has gone through biological augmentations and cybernetics to essentially replicate Blaze to a T. The only difference between the two being their genetic screening, providing access to different aspects of Lunatech, all of which is kept on Lunatech servers. You were able to, through Impulse's manipulations, convince Francis, who seemed very receptive to it, to go along with your plan. And in fact, came up with the idea of essentially pulling a Dishonored, as we discussed afterwards, and replacing Blaze Unicorn with his body double, giving you essentially control over the head of Lunatech. To facilitate this plan, Impulse and Alco would masquerade as Blaze or Francis's dates, going back to the Unicorn Estate with Francis, giving yourselves access to some more secure servers, and hopefully gaining some surveillance and some intel from the inside. So Impulse and Alco have gone off with Blaze or Francis to the Unicorn Estate, being driven currently by Blaze's chief of security, Chuck, and seeing where that goes while everyone else went back to the loft. So I want to pick up with Impulse as you arrive at the Unicorn Estate.
I want to intrude on behalf of the chat.
Oh, God.
Who just bought an intrusion.
Oh, nice. I was thinking it was going to be another cipher.
Thanks, chat. No, thank you, chat.
Okay. Thank you for the intrusion. I'm going to work that in a second. I don't think this is the music I want. This is a little too... Let's go with this instead. Pulling up in Blaze Unicorn's town car, this top of the line luxury hovercraft, you arrive at Unicorn's estate, which is, if you thought that Riley Strauss's home was eccentric and gaudy and sprawling, it is only a fraction of the scope and scale of Unicorn Manor. The front entryway, the roundabout leading up to the estate's front, at the center of this circular drive, which on its own is about like a 3-lane wide drive, stands a massive 20 to 30 foot tall statue of Blaze Unicorn himself, with a fountain pouring out underneath. Blaze in his sort of a very
where
sort
does
of
the
regal
fountain
looking pose
pour out of? Exactly.
Oh, it has a fountain like around its it has a fountain around its base, so it's like a waterfall coming out from the base. It doesn't come from the statue itself.
Okay, just
yes.
checking.
Boring.
I'm sorry. The statue depicts Blaze Unicorn as you have seen him, perfect, like Francis being a perfect likeness of the man himself, at a very regal or prominent pose, standing tall with his hands clasping at his blazer, in a very futuristic looking jacket. The statue itself seems to be made of gold or perhaps brass. Difficult to determine in this light, but it's a very pristine, perfect representation of the figure. The estate itself, the main house of it, is 4 stories tall, and extends out to 2 massive wings that kind of curl away in a semicircle, kind of retracting away from the main drive. There are large pillars near the front walkway, a 15-foot tall set of stairs sort of gradually leading up from the front entrance. There are smaller drives that lead around to the back of the house, where you can see a large garage or a hangar off to the side, similar to Riley Strauss's. You can't see around the back from your current vantage point, but you can only imagine what's back there, as it seems the estate is walled off by a large perimeter fence that extends almost as far as you can see in any direction. There is natural plant growth, and whether it is actually organic or some sort of cybernetic plant sort of synthesis. It's hard to say because they look as close to the real thing as you've ever seen. Something that is not common up here. And unlike any other estate in New London, this one is not within eyesight of any other home. You can't see any others. It was about probably a 15-minute drive from the last estate that you saw to get here. This has its own sort of sector of iSphere, or V-Sphere, sorry, that you have not been to before. And doming several hundred feet up, you can see a transparent, probably some sort of durable glass, like carbon glass synthetic, where you can see out into space beyond. And you get the sight that you haven't seen in a long time, which is that of stars dotting the evening sky. And it is beautiful and slightly frightening, as you can see the Earth in the distance. As you pull up to the front of the main house, the car sort of hovers down to a resting position just off the stairs, and Chuck comes around to the back to open the doors, letting you all out. The car begins to automatically drive away as Chuck leads you inside, and kind of in conversation, or trying to be in conversation with Francis, says, "Sir, will you be needing any security detail for this evening with your guests?" And Francis sort of waves a hand, still having like one arm around Alco, and holding kind of also guiding Impulse by her hand. Says, "Oh no, it's not necessary. I feel that privacy might be valued at this time." And Chuck, who very begrudgingly accepts this, seeming that he has a lot of things that he wants to say right now that he can't to maintain this guise, says, "Of course, sir. We do have a meeting in the morning. It's on your itinerary. I will see you for that, I guess. Good evening to all of you." And as you enter the main house, Chuck heads off to the I guess it'd be the western wing of the house, while the rest, while Blaze leads you off to the other side. And as soon as you're out of earshot, have kind of begun ascending the stairs and into one of the back hallways, Francis lets out a long, held-in sigh and says, "All right, so..."
You do very well, love.
"Thank you. I'm fairly certain that he's going to shoot me."
No, he won't shoot you. Maybe we should do something to give you a little bit more of a leg up for why you brought us.
Yes. We should continue to make our way back. There is security that does monitor, so keep up appearances at least while we have our conversation.
Of course.
I'll lead you
Just
back
sort
to
of like hook an arm and, canoodle a little bit.
And as you continue to walk, he says, "The direction that Chuck left in is the location for the secure systems that I do not have access to. However, there are some terminals throughout the manor, most notably down in the main foyer, or off the main foyer into the living area, where you may be able to accomplish whatever it is you're here for. I would just request that you come up with some reason for why you'd be wandering around unattended."
Well, hopefully I won't really be seen. But if I am, I'm sure I can figure something out. Where are the kitchens?
The kitchens would be off of the main living area. There's a small bar over there, but the main kitchens would be, if you make your right and then head down there, and it like describes a circuitous route off of, like, there's a dining hall, and then off the dining hall there would be the kitchens. He says, though I very rarely find myself there.
Fair enough. That might be my best bet as to why I'm in that area, so I'll figure it out. All right. Your rooms, are they monitored very closely, or are we safe to talk appropriately in there?
We should be private. We should have our privacy in there.
Are you sure?
Fairly. I've never done a sweep for bugs or anything.
I might have something that can take care of that.
Right. Here we are, and leads you finally around a corner into a set of double doors that leads into the massive bedroom of Blaze Unicorn. Probably several times larger than the entire square footage of your loft. There is a master bathroom off to the right of the side of the room as you enter, which it seems to be entirely constructed of this white tile, with a large shower that you could probably fit several dozen people in, a jacuzzi tub the size of a small swimming pool, and a vanity with 8 different sinks and essentially separate vanities across. And then to the left is the closets, which equally large have a enormous collection of the latest fashion suits, as well as any other additional clothing items that Blaze would need. Racks and racks of shoes, ties, cufflinks. There's just a whole wardrobe of cufflinks.
Is Blaze the type of person to also keep some nice things for guests in that particular closet?
No. No,
Alright.
that's
finding
not.
the nicest
This room is
silk shirt there is and stealing it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this room is all about Blaze Unicorn. In fact, the bed in the center along the back wall abuts the wall itself is mostly just a large window, and there's a skylight as well, letting in the that same sort of space view that you had before. From out the back window, you can see the back of the estate. Essentially a massive field. There's a gardens that surround the wings, as well as a large pool that is shaped in an infinity sign, which has small waterfalls and other displays. The pool is actually slightly elevated off the ground too, and is entirely made of glass.
Okay. I can potentially see some other ways to maybe get to other parts of the house. All right. Okay. Well, just so we're not disturbed having our conversation, I'm going to use my first cipher.
Yes. And I should mention for the chat, yes, the sheets are embossed with a large, the crest of Blaze Unicorn, which is just the shield with a large unicorn kind of rearing up
Of course it
on the front of
is. Dear
it.
God. So here's another question. So this is Mr. Unicorn's actual room. This is not like Francis's quarters that he like keeps up pretenses for. This is literally a Blaze Unicorn's
This
room.
is literally his room. It's meant to. So, and Francis would have explained, like, he essentially lives Blaze Unicorn's life while he is not here, to maintain pretenses. So, for the last several weeks at least, Blaze has actually been living at Lunatech in the penthouse that is at the top of the corporate offices.
Okay. Going to use my cipher. It is called... Where'd you go? It's called Blackout.
Okay.
An area within an immediate range of the user becomes secure against any effect outside the area that could see, hear, or otherwise sense what occurs inside.
That's very good. Yes. I'm trying to think of. I don't think there's any visible effect here. I think it's like a small, like a localized EMP that essentially just shorts out like electronics and signals within a small radius. So yeah, you pull out this small cylindrical device, kind of turn the top of it, and it begins to flash this green light. And as it does, like, you're looking at your data pad, and the whole thing just kind of fuzzes out. Like, you can't contact through that anymore. Everything seems to short out here. Not short out. Everything's still functional, but for right now, it's temporarily not working.
Okay. That ought to do it.
Where did you get that?
Along my travels. All right, Francis. We're gonna make a mess of ourselves, and then I'm going to get scantily clad in one of those silk shirts, wander my way downstairs with the little thing that my friend gave me here, and I'm going to attempt to make my way to where I need to go to plug in, at least momentarily. Yeah.
Right. Alco has been very quiet throughout this whole thing. He says, I assume by make a mess of ourselves, we're not actually doing anything here, right?
Oh my God, no.
Okay.
What about work? Did you not understand? This is work.
Well, there's a lot of things that have happened tonight that I would not classify as normally being part of my work.
Okay, is part of your work usually being a spy?
No.
Okay then. So this is my work. I'm doing my work, and I don't want to be distracted during my work. Okay?
I'm just gonna like lay down and try to clear this.
That's a great idea.
If anyone comes, that I'm getting.
Check the bathroom. I'm sure there's about 800 different synthetic drugs that you could take, and you're gonna be just fine. Excuse me, I have to raid the richest man on potentially the planet's closet really quick. I'll be right back. Wait a little bit. Finds the nicest, like, maybe like a slate gray, like silk shirt for a suit. Just gonna grab that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then she'll take off her evening gown, throw that on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works.
All right. And Francis, who at least has gotten more casual at this point, has taken off his jacket and stuff, and just even though he's not planning on going anywhere right now, unless you're telling him to, which I guess he asked. So, do I need to go with you, or are you going on your own? Should I just stay here and accompany Mr.
Yes,
Alco?
I would. Alco, come here. Just come here.
sits up and walks over as he's looking over, like, he's got a pill bottle that he's very closely reading the ingredients on to make sure it's actually what it says it is.
Says that it is. All right. May I fix you up a little bit?
Fine.
Thank you. Untuck the shirt, unbutton a couple things, mess up the collar a little bit, get a little lipstick on the collar a little bit. He doesn't really have hair to muss. It's pretty short, like military cut, right? She'll do the little work over and at least make it look like he had some fun this evening. Okay.
Are we good?
You should be all set.
All right.
Francis, can you do
Oh,
what
I
you
was
need
going
to
to take
do?
I was going to take a shower.
Oh, even better.
if-
Go.
All right. I would just wait maybe like 20 more minutes before.
Oh, yes. He has a reputation to maintain, I'm sure. And I'll say, I'm gonna head down. I would say if you don't see me in like 15 minutes, just laughing. Stop laughing.
Savannah laughing has sent me into giggles.
Amazing. Yeah, if I'm not back in like 15, then maybe like laughingly come down and ask where I'm at with that champagne and snacks.
All right. I can do that. Heads back to the showers and calls back. Are you sure we won't be joining me, Alco? And Alco just sits at the edge of the bed and is just staring up at you. Impulse says, I'm sure. Please hurry.
Are you gonna be all right?
I'll be fine. There's no TV in here. Why would there not be a TV in here?
Oh, there's probably a TV. She's gonna look around like on the bedside table for some sort of remote, and she's gonna find like the TV that like.
There's a button on the side of the bed. You press it, and a full holographic display dome like projects over the bed, forming like a 360-degree television display. And Alco just sitting on the bed is like, oh, I can get used to this.
You're welcome.
All right. And you head out to the house. I'm going to cut back to before this. I'm going to cut back to Choke. You were is there anything you want to be doing when you arrive back at the loft? I think Chance and Clarity head back to their respective rooms. And I think Yule's probably out right now. I'm trying to remember, what did we do with Ren?
Last we heard from her, she was tied up and Clarity was feeding her a beer in the back of the car.
Right. I couldn't remember what our plan was for Ren.
I think Clarity wanted to make friends with her.
Maybe we should put that in the time break.
In the time
break.
Yeah. Okay. Ren is being kept prisoner in Clarity's closet for the time being.
Seems right.
Clarity goes back to have a conversation with Ren. Yule watches all of this unblinkingly, having a drink on the couch while everyone enters until finally the door closes and just Choke and Yule are left in the room, and Yule goes, do I even want to ask?
Old hacker friend. Enemy. You know, I'm really not 100% sure what's going on there. But no, I think it's fine.
Right. Everything go well tonight?
Sure, yeah. Everyone's alive.
Where's Impulse?
Oh, fine. Good. Infiltrating the home of a very important member of Lunatech.
Oh, that's great. Who?
Blaze Unicorn?
No, really, who?
Blaze Unicorn.
You're not lying to me, are you?
No. Never have, never will.
Looks down at her beer, sets it on the table, gets up, walks across the kitchen, pulls out a bottle of whiskey. I think I'm gonna need this instead.
Oi, pour me some.
Pours you a glass as well. Or no, she pours one glass, hands you the glass. She drinks from the bottle.
Fair enough.
So, infiltrating Blaze Unicorn's home.
Right. Got a whole plan that she came up with. And you know, I think
Y'all
it's
really
gonna
escalated
work.
this very quickly. And I don't know whether I like that yet or not.
I thought you liked us.
No, I don't like all of you, but just y'all do things at a breakneck speed. We've been working on this for years. And listen, you get results. I'm not going to question it. I'm just
We
going to sit
tried to
here
tell
and have
you.
a
That's what you're paying us for.
anxiety attack. Yeah.
Ah, no, don't do that. You'll be alright.
You sure?
Yeah. What are you worried about?
Okay. Well, she gets caught and
Oh, she won't get caught.
interrogated, and
She won't get caught. Even if she did. I mean, she's the best liar I know.
well, till they put her in a memory sim and make her, I don't know, go through whatever torture techniques that LSF officers have been trying. I mean, I've heard horror stories of the type of interrogation they do against.
Now that is your problem, Yule. You're thinking about Impulse and the rest of us like you would regular agents. Impulse wouldn't even let it get that far.
All right. I trust you. You took out the fucking moon, so I should trust you.
Should.
Okay. We got to deal with this other issue, though. The mole
Right.
at some point.
I know. And I've got an idea for that.
What's that?
But, well, it's gonna depend on us getting a meeting with some of the more important folks on your end. Clarity's got this, I don't know, like a radio type thing. I don't really know how it works, but plays a signal and makes the fakes go haywire. So, as long as we could get it into the room, we'll know who it is.
I can try. I mean, we've made more progress in the last couple weeks than we have ever. So I think maybe calling a meeting, especially if you got some inside knowledge of Blaze Unicorn, I think that
I think that's the
I think I
ticket
could
we
make that
needed.
argument. All right, I'll try to start setting something up. Might take a couple days, but
Hey, that's okay. We just blew up the moon. We could take a day off.
right.
Well, part of the moon. Still angling for the rest.
It's funny.
I know.
Didn't know you made jokes.
Oh, constantly. How do you stay sane with these ones otherwise?
Right. Okay. All right. Takes another long swig. Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and drink for a while. You can stay if you want.
Sure. I got a lead to chase down, but it can wait.
All right.
Oh, real quick. Clarity and Zane. Yes, no.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit. Don't want
I
to
don't
know.
know. Zane, Clarity seems nice. As much shit as I give Zane, he could use someone good around. So I'm not going to try to interfere there.
Good. Because she's happy. And I think I'd have to break your arm.
Listen, as much crap as I give him, I want to see my brother happy too. So. Didn't have a great childhood. Hoping things are going to get better soon.
I'd say they already are. I know we're not the best roommates, but can't be that bad.
Not the worst. Definitely not the worst.
As an alien cat screeches from somewhere in the apartment.
You'll just like reaches for her pistol,
Oh,
looks around.
fuck.
I'm still not sure about that.
It's fine. I forgot I was supposed to feed him.
Right.
Ready? Fucking chill.
Head into Clarity's room. She's in her office right now. Just grab the cat food, the shuka 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 as you walk in. It just lunges at the food bowl.
I think he's getting better. I really do.
Right. Yeah, as long as it stays in there.
Oh, come on. It's kind of cute.
Listen, I don't like regular cats.
Why? What did a cat ever do to you?
I don't know. They just scare me. The way they look at you,
Like what?
creepy.
You're scared of
I don't know.
cats.
They just seem so angry.
Well, maybe it's because they know you don't like them.
Well, then we'll keep our distance.
It's hard being in a room with you when you've got that attitude. I'd look at you that way too.
Right. I don't know what happened to my life.
I mean, I'd say it's going pretty good. Everything we've done so far has been, say, a rousing success. Except for the Anderson thing, but even that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Well, keeps going this way. I guess y'all will be back Earthside soon enough.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Shitty as it is, New London's all I've ever known.
You could come with us, you know?
I don't know. Not sure things would be any different there.
Well, that's kind of what we're all about.
You know, you do give off a little bit of mixed signals. I know you got your thing with Swin, but now you're asking to move to Earth with you. So there's like nothing happening here.
Do I have to answer that right now?
No? Alright. That's kind of an answer too. Alright. Maybe. We'll see. Want another drink? She starts to pour you more.
Sure.
And we'll cut back to as that happens, which is not the answer that I expected, but I'm loving it.
Awesome drama.
We get back to the Unicorn Manor as Impulse sneaks out of the master bedroom.
Okay. Depending on how easily she can get near the area that we're talking about, she's going to try to do that. Just very casually, hopefully not seeing anyone. And if she does run into anybody, she's got to move. Excuse me, a special ability. Sorry, so much powered by the apocalypse. It is called Blend In. When you blend in, creatures still see you, but they attach no importance to your presence for about a minute. While you are blending in, you are specialized in stealth and speed defense tasks. This effect ends if you do something to reveal your presence or position, such as attacking, using another ability, moving a large object, and so on. If this occurs, you can regain the remaining period of effect by taking an action to focus on seeming innocuous or as if you belong again.
Huh. Okay. I like that. You said, so that is that cost you points?
It does. Well, it would, except my edge is stupid high now in intellect pool, so it costs me nothing.
Oh, perfect. So you can just do that.
It would cost 4, so I just do it.
So kind of bring on this guise of
like, I know what I'm doing, like, don't worry about it, like, don't mind me, of just like, yeah. So literally she's walking out in the long oversized silk shirt, hair mussed, looking a little giggly, and just beelining for where Francis said she could go and seeing how close she can get before honing in and just seeing where she can plug the shit in innocuously.
Okay. You had backed out the way you came. One of the like cleaning staff comes past you in the hall, kind of guiding a small like cleaning droid with them. They sort of see you and then quickly like avoid eye contact as they keep walking, not saying anything. You pad down the steps to the main foyer, following the directions that Francis gave you. You come out to the large living area, which has essentially like a arrangement of several like couches and seating areas, and has large like fireplace in the corner. Everything very minimal, very clean, very very modern for this perspective or this century. And there is like a small kitchen area or a small like bar area, currently unattended. There's nobody around right now. You duck down
because gonna use that as an excuse to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I just came to get champagne.
Yeah.
But yes.
You don't hear, you don't see anyone around, but you do hear a bit of conversation coming from down the hall, and you think you make out Chuck's voice coming from a room down the hall where the door is slightly open.
Quietly, stealthily makes her way that direction.
Okay. Chuck is currently, you kind of peer through the crack in the door, and you see Chuck currently sitting at it actually looks like some sort of monitor room. Probably not the main one, but like a secondary monitor room for guard and personnel to maintain eyes on the house. And you can actually see there are several displays that show camera views of the exterior of the house, as well as some of the interiors, mostly focusing on like the foyer area, the main entry hall, things like that. Chuck doesn't seem to be noticing that or looking at those right now. He's currently looking at a secondary monitor to the left, and he's sitting, or actually no, he's currently standing, arms crossed, having a conversation with someone who is on the display. This is the intrusion. So I will give you your XP as you see a woman currently speaking with Chuck. She is wearing a very minimalist, like black suit, hair pulled back, very business, like a very like professional attire right now, as she is currently having this conversation, and you do notice that I think there's like a display on the screen, and yeah, actually, I think her blazer has a small like emblem on it that you recognize as the IDIS logo.
Is her hair red? Is this
Sorry,
Miss Scarlet? This is not Miss Scarlet. Miss Scarlet did not work for IDIS. She
did not work for IDIS.
Okay.
We went
Miss
to
Scarlet
the
was
same place though. Immediately, you said a lady in a suit, and we were like, "Oh,
Does she have red hair? Does she have red hair?" No, because she worked for Catechism.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking for a name right now. I'm trying to.
Miss Scarlet was. What was her real name? Deborah Keene.
Yes. This is not her though. This isn't
Okay.
somebody that you recognize. I don't think you've seen this person before. As I'll, because I'm prone to do this. I have the tendency to do this. The audience, from an audience perspective, we would recognize this person as Loki's contact, and actually, I think you recognize her voice. I believe it was Chimera. I don't remember.
Yes,
no, that's not
was,
right.
I think it was Chimera. Yes. Chimera was the one we talked to about setting up the deal.
Okay. I was looking for the name and I could not find it. But you recognize her voice as she's having a and you see the IDIS logo. And you catch the sort of end of this conversation, and she's currently speaking and says, "So, if we're in agreement, then I believe that we can proceed. I will send over as soon as I have it, probably within the next hour, the data files that we have on the potential terrorists, as well as any known aliases. They've been very active in the San Angeles area, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were already getting involved in some things up there. I'm hoping that with the photos that we have on file, as well as their records, that you and your LSF contacts will be able to apprehend them quickly and quietly." And Chuck says, "Right, I'll look those over as soon as I have them on my desk. It's a bit late here, though, so unless you have anything else, I'd like to get going." She says, "No, that's all I have. Looking forward to working with you, Chuck." He says, "I don't believe you gave me your name yet." She says, "All in due time. Goodbye now." Hangs up.
Stealthily walks down back the hallway just to make sure she's out of sight if Chuck leaves the room.
Okay. So you do both get 1 XP for that. Normally I'd say one of you gets 1 and can give it
I choose. That's hard. Okay, I'll give it to Chuck. I'll just give it to Chuck.
Okay. All right. So you sneak down the hall, kind of getting back to the like the bar area that you were at before, and you hear Chuck. You hear the door close and footsteps heading your direction, as Chuck seems to be heading this way.
Can I duck behind the bar?
You can.
As if I'm rooting around. I'm gonna try not to be seen, but if I am, I'm gonna pretend I'm looking for champagne.
Yeah, let's do a stealth roll.
Okay, so while I'm blending in, let me read this one more time.
You're
While
specialized?
blending in, I am specialized, so I can take it down 2.
2.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will be a speed roll. Difficulty for this will be 6.
Okay. So that brings it
so
down to 4.
Mhm.
I've got 3 effort now. Okay, so if I've got 3 effort is still tricking me up. So
Okay.
so okay, I'm specialist, which brings it down to a 4. So I'd need to do a 12 or higher.
Yes.
What can I do to bring this down further with effort?
So
how much would I have to spend?
So for your so 1 level of effort brings it down by 1. 3 levels of effort will bring it down by 3. The first level of effort is 3 points. Every level after that is 2. Okay. So if you used all 3, it would be a total of 9 points. Or no, 3, 4, 5, 7 points. You can reduce that by your speed edge.
I have no edge in speed.
Okay, so it'd be 7 points from your speed pool.
She's supposed to be tired anyway. Okay.
You don't have to use all of them, though.
No, if you wanted to, if you want to use all 3, that's how much it would be. You can use 1, 2, or 3.
I will use all 3 because I don't want to get caught if I can help it. So
Okay.
that'll bring it down to a 1.
To a 1. You just have to roll 3 or higher.
Okay. Come on. That's a 14.
Nice. You duck behind the bar, getting ready to like pop up with a bottle, and you hear footsteps heavily approaching. A slow gait, just heavy footfalls. They approach, and they kind of stop in front of the bar. You hear the sound of a bottle being picked up from the bar top, and the footsteps begin to recede.
Waiting until they are gone.
After a few moments, you can't hear them anymore.
Slowly peek, look around the side, see if I see any feet.
No, nobody's there. He didn't just stand in place and do the...
Hey, you know what? He's a security officer, head of security. He's sneaky. Okay. Then she will quietly head back in that direction and see what she can do.
Okay, you head back to the room that you saw Chuck coming out of. Okay. You head back there, find the door, hop inside. Doesn't seem like it was locked or anything. And the displays are currently off, or the display that was on before with the with Chimera on there is currently off, but the other like video monitors, the surveillance, are currently on. There's like a keypad and a console there as well, for you to access it. Any of the system here. What'd you like to do?
Sid is not tech savvy, Impulse is not tech savvy, so gonna depend on whatever Clarity told her to do, where to plug this shit in.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I mean, I think it's reasonable that Clarity would have given you something ahead of time. Here's what I'll offer you as more opportunities to spend your XP. For a short-term benefit, you could essentially say that Clarity has given you some kind of like flash drive or program that you could upload into this system that would give you access to any of the systems that are directly tied to this, which you gather is probably most of the surveillance in the main house, communications from the main house, probably everything except for that secret wing that Francis told you about.
As good as it's gonna get, because I don't think she could get near that secret wing right now. So, yeah. So would that be 1, 2 XP?
That'd be 2.
2? Okay, let's do it.
All right. So yeah, you take the drive that Clarity gave you, plug it in. There is a bit like the system's kind of flash for a second, like pixelate briefly and then return to normal. The drive blinks a couple times. You pull that back out, tuck it in your pocket, and I think you get an okay from Clarity on your data pad that she's in. So she now has access to those systems. And then another that says pick up Centaur on the way home.
Yeah, okay. All right. So she will blend back in and head back toward that room.
Okay.
And grab a bottle of champagne, because why not, on the way back.
Okay. You grab a bottle. I'm gonna offer one more intrusion here, just because I can, because it seems like it'd be fun to deal with this too. To say that as you round the corner with the champagne bottle back into the main foyer, that you run into Chuck.
Sure.
Okay. You can both take 1 XP for that.
Hi. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was sent for champagne.
Right. What was your name again?
Impulse.
Impulse. If you need anything, contact the staff. They'll have it brought to you. You shouldn't wander around the manor.
Sorry, it's late. I didn't want to bother anyone, and he's in the
Someone will be
shower,
around.
So.
Right. I'll escort you back.
Okay.
Kind of leads you, walking mostly like in line with you, leads you back up the steps, and as he does, he says, "So what is it you do again?"
I work in getting people what they need.
In what way?
In any way any of me or my contacts are able to. You could call me a fixer of sorts.
All right. And what brought you to the Strauss estate tonight?
A fantastic party, for one.
Okay. I won't pry any further then.
Are you in need of something?
No.
Information? Are you looking for someone?
Go ahead and roll. You're trained in social tests, right? This would be kind of
yes.
something along like persuasion or manipulation.
Okay. Yes, I am specialized in persuasion.
Okay, this is another 6.
Okay, so that brings it down to a 4. Yeah, I will use the hell out of my edge in my intellect pool, and I'll just make this happen. So how many do I have to spend for that?
What is your
I have
what
4
is your edge
and
again?
intellect.
Okay, so it would be, if you're using all 3, it would be 7 again,
Okay.
minus the 4. So you'd be able to spend 3 to use
Done.
3 effort. So I think that brings you down to a 1 again.
Done to 1? Okay.
Because you were special, it was a 6.
Yeah.
Specialized brings it down to a
brought down to
4.
4.
3 points brings it down to a 1. Yeah.
Okay. Come on, girl. It's a 12.
Nice. He kind of pauses for a second. Like he's thinking as you're walking this a long silence. He says, You have any contact with people in the underground?
Perhaps.
I'm not a cop. I'm not gonna.
I have learned to have eyes and ears everywhere, so I can probably help you.
I might be in contact then. I'm looking into a few people that are new in the system or this station. Potentially have ties to some Pretty nasty people.
Oh. All right.
I don't have their information yet, but if I can't find them myself, maybe I'll be in contact.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me get your information.
Great. Give them my information.
All right. Finally gets you back to the doors leading to Blaze's room. It says, I assume you know the way from here.
Thank you. Sorry. I think we'll probably be in for the night.
Right. Have a good evening then.
Good night.
And he steps out.
She steps in and immediately messages over to Clarity. Claire, you're in. Chuck is about to get some info on us, probably, and I need you to change it to not us.
Clarity gets back. She says, okay. So, what am I changing it to?
Literally anything.
Because, like, I can change it to, like, anyone random, or I could, like, make it still us, but, like, looking different. Like, we're just talking about, like, messing with the pictures, or just, like, deleting
Definitely
the whole
messing with
thing?
the pictures. Mess the shit out of the pictures. Change the names, obviously. And I mean, if you wanted to make one of them into Ren, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Unless
But we're
you're
getting
trying,
along
like,
so well right now.
okay, then
I
you know
don't
what, don't
know,
worry
like...
about it. I think she could be really useful, actually. You know what? If you wanted to potentially screw over Anderson, that would be great. So, like, you know, any of that. And then just make it random. Yeah, just have fun with it. But nothing like us. Like, no information. Could you bring down, like, Choke's height, like, by a good foot? Bring mine up by, like, a good foot? And, yeah, just totally mess with pictures. And names. Completely different names. None of our names, please. Not Chance's, not mine.
Okay, I think I can do that.
You are the absolute best, thank you.
And you got my text, right?
I did, yes. I will try to stop by Mr. Convenience and grab some center. Although, hun, are you sure we don't have some? Because, like, we had a pallet last week.
Yeah, I've already been through most of that.
I should have assumed as much. And, of course, Zane is helping, too. Okay, yes, I will pick up a 6-pack on my way back.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Collapses
Alco.
against the door.
Alco, who's still, like, laying on the bed watching the sports ball game. I don't know if we didn't come up with any future sports in this yet. It just, like, doesn't even really register, like, visually register you, but just calls out from where he's currently laying prone. We good?
Yeah. I think we're really good.
Francis comes out, he's toweling off his hair, wraps the towel around his head, says, so, should we retire for the evening then?
I think so. Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't go out there. Chuck caught me, but no big deal.
Oh.
May have an inn there now too.
Good. Glad to see it was productive then. If we can proceed with our plans as it be, and make this actually my home.
Of course. Oh, when this is
Wonderful.
your home, you're gonna update the closet a little bit for visitors.
Oh, yes. I'll be doing a lot of redecorating.
Good. Well, Honestly, I think we could all fit in this bed without actually touching. So, I mean, that's easy. Unless one of you wants the couch.
Alco is like considering it, but also it's a very comfortable bed, and he's got the TV display. He says, "I'll just sleep here."
Okay. I'll
Uh,
take the right. I always take the right.
And Blade says, "All right, wonderful. Nobody minds if I sleep in the nude, do they?" And Alco says, "I do." And he says, "I was just a joke." And gets ready for bed. All right. You all rest for the evening. We can kind of streamline the getting out. No drama there. And I think we'll just... unless there was anything that night that Choke you wanted to do, other than drinking with... Okay. We'll say you leave in the morning. Blaze puts on like an elaborate, like, a sort of farewell to you and like kisses on the cheek, which Alco doesn't seem too happy about, but doesn't break character. Puts you in a town car and sends you out of the estate, saying he'll be in touch.
She's changed.
Yeah. And for too long, you are arriving back at the loft where you are dropped off, and head up to find. Did Choke and
I was
you'll just
literally
pass
about
out?
to joke. Can I spend a token? Yule and Choke are passed out on the couch together.
Yeah. It's like I was imagining like Choke just like sleeping upright. Yule has like curled over on her side with her head on Choke's knees. A bottle, an empty bottle of whiskey, like clutched in her hands.
Passed out.
Yeah.
I guess they had fun last night.
Alka, who's behind you, says, "Is that a normal thing, or?"
No. That is a very unnormal thing.
Well, my back feels great. I'm whatever
It was
kind of
amazing,
mattress that
right?
was.
Oh my god. Well,
Well, I need to be getting back.
right.
Work.
I'll figure out the car situation for you. And
Thank you.
Of course. My fault. But we'll keep you posted on other jobs. But otherwise, just keep at it.
Right.
We still are on a time crunch.
Right, well, if I can assist with anything else, just let me know. And the next time you want to get dinner, maybe no espionage.
Oh, so you want there to be a next time, huh?
I wouldn't mind it.
Neither would I.
Oh. It was
Memorable?
something. Yeah, memorable. The parts that I'll remember, at least.
Yeah. Again, sorry about that.
It's fine. Good luck, and I'll hear from you.
Yeah.
Make sure they get some water. It's out. Closes the door.
Impulse has a very weird look on her face. And wakes them up on the couch. Hey. Like, takes the bottle away from Yule.
Yule's like prying at it, like, oh.
It's empty, sweetie. I'm gonna replace it with water, okay?
You finally get both of them at least conscious.
Put
Coffee
on
and
some
water.
coffee. Yeah. Hey. You
Hey.
good?
Good. Yeah. Fine.
Sorry, I'll talk quieter. Success. Claire's thing worked like a charm, of course. And I mean, we kind of already had an inadvertent in with the Chuck. But that one was actually kind of cute. I didn't want to mess with that if we could help it. But I might have an in. So, yeah, better than expected.
Good. Looks like you told you.
I shouldn't have questioned you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never a question me. It doesn't end well.
No, not you. Me.
Oh, especially don't question her. She'll kill you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go puke my guts out.
Oh, honey.
Take a shower. You'll feel better.
Yeah. So it gets up, staggering a little bit, heads back to her room.
What was that about?
What?
She was curled up in your lap.
Was she?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Nothing.
All right.
What?
I have told you, like, she is crazy into you. So, like, if
Oh, I know.
that's a thing, like,
Oh, she made that very clear.
she made a move?
No,
I
she
think
just
she had it in her.
she just said something.
And you let her down gently, or
Mm-hmm. Yes.
that
Yes.
okay.
I did do that.
You're really
I didn't do
bad
that.
at lying.
I did
Yeah,
do
I
that.
didn't think so. I'm all for it, don't get me wrong. She's hot, but just make sure you and Swin know what you're doing.
Yep. Totally.
All right. That's all I'll say.
Nothing. Just to be clear, nothing happened.
Okay. As long as all she really snuggled with was your knees and a bottle of whiskey, I think we're fine.
That's exactly it. You know I can't lie for shit. Nothing happened.
Okay. I may have a real date.
Is it with you? Because is that why we're having this whole
No.
thing?
I'm not big
Okay.
enough for her.
What?
She likes, like, she likes you. Like, you. Yeah, no, I'm not her type.
A lot of things she's said to me are starting to make sense.
Yeah.
What with who?
Alco?
Oh, come on.
I
It's
don't
basically
know
a
what
cop.
happened. I know. And, like, kind of old-fashioned. But
Oh.
nice?
Nice.
I feel really weird right now.
It's called an emotion.
I'm not really a fan.
Yeah, you'll get there. Whatever.
Maybe.
As long as you're happy.
Is that what that is?
Happiness? We don't get much of it, so I understand the confusion. Other people can make you happy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's dinner, I guess. What? What?
Never seen you flustered. Ever.
It's weird, okay? I don't know how to...
Of course you do.
No, I don't. Because it's like... people don't want me. Like, they want the idea of me, and I'm totally okay with that most of the time.
Oh, trust me, I understand. I've been on TV.
Exactly. But I think he does?
Well, have you been yourself around him?
Yeah,
Then that's rare in and of itself.
I'd say.
People can't want you if they don't know you. Impulse.
Well, most of the time, the more they get to know me.
Is it because they're getting to know you, or is it because you shut them out?
Well, part of me is that I tend to shut people out if they get too close. So really,
Well, there's your
it's
problem.
both. Are
He
you
likes
actually
you.
giving me relationship advice right now? This is so
Yes,
weird.
because I don't know that you've ever been in a real relationship in your life. He likes you. Let him like you.
I'll try.
Alright.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
I'm gonna offer
Wash
one more
the
intrusion. I don't know if
feelings
this is if this is an intrusion or not, but I'm gonna say it's an intrusion. The door to Yule's room opens again. She kind of like hiccuping slightly says, by the way, to your question last night, Choke, I want in.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So just let me know if y'all are gonna do that today. I'm in.
Yeah. Totally.
Right. I'll be in my room. Closes the door.
What are we doing today?
I don't know.
You just agreed to include Yule in something you don't know what it is?
It could be several things.
Such as?
You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go shower.
All right.
Impulse walks away, like alternatively frowning and smiling and shaking her head, frowning, going to the shower.
Is rolling through her head. Shit, which thing is she talking about?
As Choke tries to figure that out, you also both get 1 XP for that. We'll go ahead and take a break here. Seems like a good time. So, everyone stay tuned. We're going to go on break for a couple minutes to refresh. Everyone out there, stretch, drink some water, take your meds if you need to. Do everything you need. Do anything you need to do in the next 10 minutes, but be back here for the rest of our session, and we will see you very soon. Welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us on our break. We are refreshed, rehydrated, and ready to go. So we will pick back up where we left off. You have showered, cleaned up, rested a bit. Is there anything you wanna do?
Do I text? Is it like too soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do you have a reason to?
Well, we didn't actually say when we would have dinner.
There you go. Perfect reason.
And maybe I'll do it later. Why am I nervous about this? I don't like
Because
this.
you
I
care.
don't like this at all. I don't care.
It'll grow on you.
Anyway, did you figure out what Yule is in on?
Oh, yeah. I got a lead on potentially an upgrade for my arm.
That's great. What do we need to do?
I'm sure Choke probably remembers.
The information that you got from Bones was there was a Lunatech prototype that for this new cyber arm they've been developing that was stolen by a gang called the Ravagers.
I had that note. Ravagers, street gang. Had shipment taken from Worm. That's what I had.
It was taken from Lunatech, not from.
That's
Worm.
wrong.
But mostly right.
Okay.
So I'll relay that information.
Okay, great. So let's go get it.
Okay. I don't know where it is.
Oh. Okay, so Ravagers. I feel like that's pretty distinctive. We could look around, shop around, call around. Let me see what I can do.
Okay.
Want to look around, scope around, ask around about the Ravagers.
Okay. How are you doing this? Like making some
can
phone
really-
calls.
I can really only do this when I'm in a group of people. So I guess they're going out to somewhere vaguely seedy.
I know, just
Where
the
she can-
place.
Where's that?
It's a BDSM club called CERN.
That is not seedy
I
at
know.
all.
I just want to go back.
I know.
I know you do. Actually, probably the best place for you to go. So we haven't been there since session 1 of this season. Would be the. I don't think I gave it a name. It was the bar in O-Sphere or G-Sphere.
Perfect.
Where Choke was doing her fighting.
Because we owe Bo and Ro a drink for helping us out with the conference room, and I'm assuming
We do.
talked about this off stream, but she had like a cleaning company come in and like just clean the place up. It looks brand spanking new, and she had them leave a brand new, even better conference table with a little note with her compliments
Okay.
as a thank you. Replaced
yeah,
with
so-
their compliments.
So you pack up to head to this. What do you want to call this bar? Because we haven't named it. We probably should name it.
It's like a zero gravity place, right?
There's a zero gravity fight club.
Cocktail.
No.
only if it has a rooster on the sign.
That's funny.
Are there any other ideas before we go with Mr. Cocktail?
Okay, so it's a zero gravity place. Let's see. Let's see. Defying gravity.
I was thinking of like the gravity well.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun.
That's great. That's great.
Go with that. It's much. We go Mr. Gravity Well. No. All right.
I thought this was a collaborative game, Val.
Yeah. Okay. So you you're about to leave, and Yule comes out from her room, just kind of hearing you getting patched up. She says, "Are we going?"
Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of intel. So we're going to the gravity well.
Oh, geez, I haven't been there in forever. Yeah,
Team.
let's go.
Great.
So the three of you, with Impulse maybe getting some slight third wheel vibes, pack up into the car.
Completely oblivious. No, she's not oblivious to it. She just doesn't care. There we
Yeah.
go.
And head back to G-Sphere to the gravity well, which is exactly as you remember. It's at the center of G-Sphere where the gravitational influences of the sector are less regulated. So there is this. Actually the bar itself is constructed in a spherical shape. With external entrances and exits to the building, and with the exterior sort of dome of the bar serving as the bar itself for patrons, things like that. And the very center, there's like a cage where the zero-G fights take place. Which, as you enter, I think there are several patrons that see Choke and raise some glasses and kind of yell an acknowledgement of Joke, we haven't seen you around here for a while. You gonna fight tonight?
No, not tonight.
Damn it. Alright, well, find someone else. And they kind of head around.
Soon,
And
though.
then,
I'm getting some upgrades.
soon. As you head into, you do see Bo sitting at the bar with Ro, because I think I said Ro works here.
Yes. As
Uh,
well as fights here.
Rose seems like
Right,
he works
yeah.
a lot of places.
no, because Bo was the one that you were fighting last time, and Ro is is like the fight manager here. Gotcha. You see them, they give a wave over, and as you kind of glide past, Bo says, "Thanks for making sure everything was cleaned up there, but actually I got a call this morning. They were pretty sure somebody had broken into this place just because it was so clean last night. So I think the cleaning staff's getting a promotion or something, but thanks for keeping it low-key."
Of course. Sorry. I'll remember not to do too good of a job next time.
It's fine. Hey, Joe. So you're at the bar, and actually, I think Ro just says, "So we haven't seen you around here for a while. What's up? Why you back? Or where you been?"
We
Around.
moved. Yeah.
Working.
Lot of work.
Moving up in the world. No time for us small timers down here.
Stop it. We always have time for you. Hey, next time, if you can get the passes, we'll have you up in Ice Sphere.
Looks to his brother and both of them nod and says, "Sounds like a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Think we can swing it."
All right then. Excuse me, I'm gonna mingle. And she's gonna start floating around the bar and gather intelligence.
Okay. Is this a move or
This is a special thingy, yes. Where'd you go? Gather intelligence. When in a group of people, you can ask around on any topic you choose and come away with useful information. You can ask a specific question or you can obtain general facts. So basically, I want to get any intel on the Ravagers, where they hang out, who the higher ups are, any sort of working knowledge on them.
Okay. So you kind of mingle around, ask around. A couple like the blue collar workers and stuff here that work for some of the work for the corporations, kind of in like labor and more like menial jobs, kind of hanging out around here. The information you come away with is that the Ravagers mostly function between G Sphere and I Sphere, mostly dealing with stealing, heisting tech and equipment, breaking it down, selling it. Occasionally, they'll go after pieces of higher tech, like the prototype, but mostly they deal with like stealing, more like industrial equipment, breaking it down in like chop shops and turning around and selling it on the black market. They have a pretty widespread presence with like vendors that work around the station to kind of hawk this stolen equipment, and try to make some deals off the stuff that they've sort of brokered. The leader of the Ravagers, it's not like a very high command structure. It's mostly a lot of like independent workers and gang members that all report to one sort of head of the Ravagers, a figure named Red.
Is there a particular spot that Red hangs out?
I don't think anyone here knows that, but the best that they can tell you is that if you can find one of these brokers, they may be able to point you in the right direction if you have the cash to spend on some of their equipment.
Okay. I wonder if our friend Razor might know or potentially even be one of those brokers.
I'd probably give you...
With my accumulated wealth, I think we probably need to pay him at some point.
Razor might know someone. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Razor is associated or affiliated, but probably does some business with the Ravagers.
Okay. I guess we give Razor a call.
Okay. You give me a call, or you're actually going to visit him?
We'll call him first.
Okay. Choke, you getting it on the phone call, or is there something else Choke wants to get up to while this intel gathering is happening?
I'll get it on the phone call.
Okay.
I want to hear this.
The two of you call up Razor. Rings for a while, and finally picks up on coming up on like voice communicate or video communication on your data pad. And he currently has he's wearing like a lab coat, has like surgical gloves on, which are covered in blood, and picks it up and says, Raises. Oh, it's you.
Hi.
Hey. Hi. I'm a little busy right now.
Of course. Just need a little info. I can stop by too if that's easier. Do you know anyone associated with the Ravagers, perchance?
Ravagers. Yeah. I've done some work with them. I might know some people. They get some good tech. This helps me kind of keep my place afloat.
Of course.
You hear a low beeping in the background, like a dee. He goes, "Oh, 1 second." Turns back around, goes off camera. You hear some shouting, and then you hear like a, poosh, and then a beep, 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 beep. And he comes back on camera. All right, we're good. So Ravagers.
Yes. Yeah. Who would we need to talk to about some potential tech?
I have a person that I work with. Do most of my business through.
Mm-hmm.
They're nice enough. Please don't kill them.
No. Just want to do some business potentially and get some info.
All right. Their name is Zen. With an X. They actually don't work too far from where I'm at. If you go like a block down the street, they're usually hanging out on the corner there, working deals, things like that. Haunted Miss, pink mohawk, pretty distinct, identifiable.
Perfect.
Just, I guess if you're not planning on killing them or maiming them, you tell them I sent you.
Okay.
All right. Yo, Cho. Hey, how's the lizard stuff going? Any side effects?
Oh, I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider a side effect.
Lizard behavior.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that. Nothing serious. Well, I guess it depends on what you consider serious.
All
Just
right.
a bit.
Just a bit. Okay. But working out for you?
Yeah, so far. No complaints.
Cool. Well, let me know if you're looking for any more gene splicing. I may have gotten some more stuff in if you're interested. Got some elephant DNA. I've been looking to see how that turns out. Some porcupine might lead to some interesting side effects.
I'll call you.
Okay, just let me know. Anyway, they're gonna code again if I don't get off the call. So
Go. Of course. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Okay, bye now.
Bye. Porcupine?
I mean, it could be something.
Elephant, I understand. Porcupine? Whatever. Okay, so maybe I should have asked first. Are we just jumping on in here and like stealing this shit? Or are we actually trying to do a legitimate deal here?
I mean, I was just gonna take it, but
Okay.
I also can't afford most things. So
Well, I can. Do you want to see what we're talking about price-wise? And then if we don't like it, then we can fuck some shit up?
I mean, sure, if you want to pay for it, I can't pay you back.
I do care. You'll pay me back tenfold with a new arm.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We say our byes to Bow and Row and
all right. Yeah, you say your goodbyes to them. Both of them express wanting y'all to come back for more fights and drinks. And you load up in the car again with Yule and head over to.
Just like on the way out, like pointing out like the poster from Joke's last fight. Like, yeah, I'm cool.
Yule's like, yeah, I was there. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I just can't believe it's still up.
It was a good fight.
I should do that again.
You should. I'd see it. I'd pay to see it.
Oh, well, I mean, you wouldn't have to pay.
Yeah, I'm not paying. I'm gonna work it.
No, I mean it's a figure of speech, but like, yeah. Okay, and she leaves.
Trying to be nice. Impulse ruins it. Every time.
It's what she's good at.
You follow the directions that Razor gave you, and like he said, not too far away from his shop. Kind of hang out and there's like an overhang on a street corner with a couple of like shops around. Some cars, pretty densely packed over here with midday traffic, and through a crowd of pedestrians that are pushing their way down the sidewalk. You do see one person sort of leaning up against the grimy sort of graffitied wall with a bright pink mohawk, and they are sort of looking like scanning around. They look pretty like, they look casual, but you can tell that they are sort of sizing up people as they're moving past.
Mosey on over.
All right, all three of you approaching.
I think I'll hang back like a little bit. Not just like walk right up to. I'm very scary.
Yeah, no offense. Both of you are kind of like big and imposing. So why don't you let them underestimate me and then you can jump in if necessary.
You think I'm imposing?
Oh, you both are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Do I not say that enough? Yeah, you're both extremely imposing individuals. Like, if I didn't know you, I would, like, be a little scared of you walking down the street.
I mean, I could pick Yule up with one arm and throw her over my shoulder, but it's a personality thing.
Okay.
Great.
She'll
All right.
mosey over in her like 7-inch platform heels and
You approach
5'6" in 7-inch heels.
you approach Zen, who kind of, as you're walking straight towards them, sort of locks onto you and eyes you over as you approach, and they don't make the first move. They wait for you to say something, just kind of still side-eyeing you.
Hi. Zan, right?
That's what they call me, yeah.
I'm a friend of Razor's. He said you might know where we could potentially get some pretty good tech.
Friend of Razor, you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. Step into my office.
Great.
Pushes back at the wall, which almost hidden doorway, kind of obscured by the graffiti, opens up, and they lead you inside. Y'all staying, or Choke and Yule staying outside?
No.
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 She'll like wave a hand. Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Stay right here. 5 minutes.
I hate it when she does
She's gonna
this.
get kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
5
She's gonna get
minutes.
kidnapped.
Last time one of us got kidnapped, they got a bomb in the.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Door closes as she's doing the 5 minutes. And yeah, you enter into it like a small. I mean, it looks like this is actually part of like an alleyway that has then been like obscured by some metal plating that has been put up, sort of hide it. You can see there's a large like van that has been backed into the alleyway at the other end, and there are like crates of supplies that have been loaded. Some of them are still in the van, some have been loaded up into the alleyway itself. And there's all sorts of tech in here. Most of it's like pieces of things that you really can't identify, especially since Impulse, you don't have the kind of knowledge with that sort of stuff. There are some like full pieces of like equipment, drones, some no like weaponry or anything, but just all sorts of like odds and ends, data pads, computer systems, things like that.
Does she see a cybernetic arm?
No. You see some like, I think you see some like cybernetics that are kept around, and you see some arms, but nothing that would match the description of this like high tech piece. A lot of them look like they were like salvaged. And as you enter, Zen kind of relaxes a little bit. She says, "All right, so friend of Razor's, I can offer you some of the discounts that I offer him. See, he's bringing me business. What sort of what are you in the market for?"
Well, I sort of represent a fighter, and she's looking to upgrade her cybernetic tech.
All right, so combat modifications, cyberware. I do have a few things. I have some neural interfacing. Have some dermal plating, some targeting systems, things like that.
I think she's more hoping to upgrade prosthetics-wise.
All right, what's she have?
Arm.
All right, so cybernetic limbs. I do have some of these over here. And walks over, pulls out a crate, opens up the top of it. She says, if you're looking for arms, I've got them on this side. She sort of like takes out a couple. She says, this is last generation, one of the top models that I have here. Minor damage to it, but mostly cosmetic. It still functions fairly cleanly. You can see very joints have been well maintained. Shows like bends the joints, shows like the fingers moving, things like that. Fairly sturdy, titanium plating. The carbon fiber mesh over the top helps with more like aesthetic designs that you might want to get into there. This might be what you're looking for.
What's your top shelf?
No, this is top shelf that I have back here. I can tell you this is top of the line.
I'm sure. What's your real top shelf?
Let's have you roll a persuade, like we'll do a social check here. I assume you have some like persuade.
Let's see. I
think you're trained in all social interactions.
I am. And I could. Oh, I don't know if this is a fast talk necessarily, but yeah, I am specialized in persuasion.
Okay. Yeah. So this isn't too hard. This is gonna be a difficult. So it's a 4.
Okay.
So you can bring that down to a 2. Did you guys do your recovery rolls for the? No. Did we do a long rest? Yeah. Okay. You guys did your recovery rolls for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for remembering things that I don't.
We learned how to play a game.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah, then I'll spend some effort and just clear it out if I can.
Bring it to a 0. Okay.
Yeah.
It would be 5 points to bring it to a 0.
Okay. So
you have a 4.
I've got 4 edge.
Just spend 1.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
They think for a moment. They say, "All right, so We do have some options of things that haven't quite hit the streets yet due to their limited nature.
Of course.
They kind of size you up a little bit. You look like you could afford some more exclusive items.
Why, thank you.
I did happen to hear from my suppliers that we've come into a rather exclusive cybernetic arm, you might say. There have been several interested parties that have been looking to procure this item. If you're interested, there's going to be an auction actually later today.
Really?
So I can give you the location of it if you want to stop by, try your luck, see whether you can win the item for yourself.
Huh. Would definitely be interested, but have there been any outright offers?
Well, several. One of the reasons why we're doing the auction, I've had a few suppliers that have gotten offers from it. I think the last serious offer that we received was somewhere in the lines of 75,000 credits. So I would anticipate the auction probably doubling that.
I see.
So if that's within your price range.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it within my price range? She's gonna lie
No.
either way and say that it is. It's nowhere near my
it's
price
not.
range.
That's
Yeah.
no.
Oh, of course. Would it be possible to do a viewing of the item before the auction?
Oh, I'm sure they'll be doing some demonstrations, and before the auction starts, you make sure it's up to your specifications. I would advise that whoever you have that is you're purchasing the item for to come as well. And I imagine with such a small auction, they wouldn't mind doing a fitting and making sure that the neural interfaces actually are compatible with the intended recipients.
I think that's acceptable. Wonderful.
Well, I'll let them know to expect you, Miss
Impulse.
Impulse. I'll pass your name along, and I will provide you with the location. And she swipes on her data pad, sends you a ping to yours, and you have the sort of like a date, a time and a location for the auction. Looks like it's going to be later today, around 10 o'clock.
Zen, pleasure.
The pleasure. If you need anything else, come on by and tell Razor thank you for sending you my way.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you take care. Sashay away.
Opens the door for you. They follow out behind you and go back to leaning against the door while you go off to meet up with Choke and Yule.
I'm trying to decide what Choke and Yule have been doing.
Yeah, what have they been doing?
Oh, shut up.
I'm just curious. I want to know.
So, you ever fight?
What, like you're kind of fighting?
Yeah, like without guns, hand to hand.
Oh, too good with a gun to lose that advantage.
Yeah, till you get pinned down and I have to save your ass. Don't think I forgot.
Hey now, that was part of the plan.
I had to fucking patch you up in the back of a truck.
Okay, getting shot wasn't part of the plan, but
Okay. I'm just saying, maybe you could stand to learn. a little close combat.
I've tried. It's just not really my thing.
Okay, maybe you haven't had the right teacher.
So you're offering to teach me?
I mean, I'm pretty good at it. They used to put me on TV and pay me to do it. I'm just
You gonna
saying, I
make me pay you?
can't be there watching your back every time you get shot.
I mean, I don't see how being good at punching people would have helped me with the bullet in my shoulder.
I'm saying, if you had multiple fighting styles, you wouldn't find yourself pinned down so often.
So what fighting style do you have for somebody that's shooting at you?
Listen, I don't need the attitude, alright? I was just asking a question.
I'm just messing.
If you're not
I'm just messing with
interested in me pinning you down, then that's fine.
No, I'm very interested. Listen, I'm not turning that down. Yeah, sure. That sounds fun.
Okay.
Do you have like a fee that I need to be ready for, or?
No, I need the workout anyway.
All right.
Come on.
Sure.
I'm bored. Hit me.
Right now, we're standing in a street.
Come on.
This is a terrible idea.
Why?
Are we supposed
Why?
to be
'Cause you
like
can't hit me that hard.
inconspicuous? Okay, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to goad me into doing this, but I'm telling you, it's not going to work.
Okay.
You really want me to hate you?
It's literally what I get paid to do, Yule. Come on. I'm bored.
Fine. Takes a step back, looks around, make sure nobody's watching. Stands up and goes for a punch to your chest because you pointed like that.
She's gonna try and punch me in the chest, then I'm gonna just flip her.
Okay.
Twice her size.
Make a trying to think. We'll just do this. You trained in like something that's applicable for this?
I mean, unarmed combat.
Okay. All right. Do the difficulty 4.
Okay, so I'm trained, so 3. Anything else? Is this a defense roll? Am I defending?
No, because you're turning it into an attack.
Okay. So 3.
Plus, you can either apply defense or you can apply
I'm just
unarmed combat. So
checking. Okay, so 3. Is this a might roll?
yes.
Okay, so then I can do 1 level of effort for free.
Okay.
So a 2. Fuck it. I'll spend the points.
Okay. Spend 2 more points, and you can do another. Unless you're doing 2 more levels of effort.
Yeah, I have 3 effort. I'll do this for free. This is too good not to do for free.
Okay. So you reduce it to a 0.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So she punched at you. You kind of swivel to the side, grab her wrist, pull her, kind of throwing your elbow and shoulder underneath, like using her own momentum and leverage to carry her over your shoulder and flipping her in front of you onto the concrete.
I don't want to hurt her.
So do you catch her? To
Yes.
keep her from fully. Okay. So sort of
I'm
flip
not
her
gonna
over
slam her
and,
into the concrete. That's mean.
and catching her at the last
making a
second. And she stops and is like kind of breathing heavily. What the fuck?
What?
You said for me to punch you.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen if you go to punch somebody who knows what they're fucking doing.
That was mean.
No, it was cool.
I mean, it was cool, but it was mean.
It's not mean. You punched me.
Yeah, whatever.
Come on.
And at
Lighten
this time,
up.
Impulse comes back out just in time to see the flip.
What the hell?
I was just like holding her like this, like set her back up.
Was something said, or was this just for funsies?
Practice.
She asked me to hit her.
Huh. Well, that's pretty standard. All right, so I have an address, and I have a really terrible idea. There's supposed to be an auction of illegally obtained items. This seems like we might need to get the LSF involved.
Wait, how does that help us?
Because we just happen to know a wonderful LSF officer.
Okay.
I call Alco. I ask him to shut the whole thing down, and then I ask him to give us one of the items as a thank you for letting him know about that horrible illegal thing going on.
All right, so he sends in the LSF to confiscate the tech and then gives us the confiscated tech.
Just one of them. There's gonna be multiple things there, I'm sure.
Can he even do that?
I mean, it's worth an ask, isn't it?
Guess the worst he can say is no.
Exactly.
Sure. I mean, if it keeps
If-
us, gives somebody else for them to shoot at.
Yeah, well, and I mean, if not, we hit the auction and call it a day. Okay.
Oh, that means I have to call him.
Yeah, I think that would help.
Right. It's business.
She has a crush on him.
Shut
I
up!
gathered.
No.
It's not a crush. Hey, he asked me to dinner, okay?
So it's more than a crush.
Mm,
It's
a date.
potentially dinner.
Mm.
It's not a date. We don't.
So he's like
have-
your boyfriend or something.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
No. We went on a fake date earlier for work, and
Did
we
he
might
know it
go
was a
out
fake
for
date?
dinner. He did know it was a fake date.
Well, then why would he ask you on a real one?
I will be finding that out if we ever go on the real one.
You mean if you ever fucking call him? You'll
I'm
back me up.
calling. I'm
I'm
calling.
agreeing.
I am calling
Fake
right
date's
now.
still a date. Okay.
I'm calling. She calls Elko.
Yule and Choke just like leaning in to hear all of it. Lieutenant Alco.
Hi. It's Impulse.
Oh, hold on a second. Your door closed. Yeah, how's it going?
Good. This is actually sort of a work thing.
Right. Work. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
At least to start. So we sort of need a bit of tech for Choke, and we may have found where to get it. How would you like to get the collar on a illegal smuggling ring?
Whose ring?
The Ravagers.
Ugh. Okay.
All right, so you've got a bead on the Ravager's tech distribution. That's good.
They will be doing an auction of a very high-tech prosthetic cybernetic limb, among other things, later this evening. If you were to, I don't know, get the collar and everyone, maybe that one little bit of tech disappears.
Right. What's the tech?
A really nice cybernetic arm.
Wait. You're not talking about the GR45.
Am I?
The Lunatech prototype that went missing last week.
Choke is just like,
I might be.
Impulse, that's a $500 million cybernetic prototype. Cred, not dollar, but you get the picture.
Well, then they're gonna be wildly underselling it at this auction.
Well, I don't usually go for full asking price at these things. I don't know if I can just let that slip. That's a pretty big ask.
I mean, if you can't, you can't. It was just a thought.
I can set up the bust. But if you're gonna grab that tech, you're gonna have to do it before my people get hands on it. Once that goes into evidence, I can't just let that thing disappear.
Right. Okay. If you guys can do the bust and be a bit of a distraction and get your people and get your really nice bust of those horrible smugglers, then maybe we can work out a plan to have it disappear in the mob.
Right.
Okay.
What time?
10 o'clock is when it starts.
What time should I make my move?
$9.50.
Okay.
I have an idea. They did say that they would want us to bring in whoever we would want the arm fitted for. So if you happen to start the bust when Choke is getting fitted for it, all she has to do is take off.
All right. Just make sure you're not within a quarter mile of that place when we breach the doors.
Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Choke
At least
kind of have to be there to
don't
get
get caught.
fitting. That is a little easier of a promise.
All right. I'll do what I can, but Ravagers aren't really known for going down easy. We've busted some of their deals in the past, and they're well outfitted.
So this would be dangerous for you and your people.
I'm more concerned about you.
Oh, we'll be fine. I have Choke.
All right.
And
Okay.
your folks will be okay?
Yeah, they'll be fine.
And will you be there?
In a command capacity, yes.
So you'll be safe.
Yeah, I'll be safe.
Okay. I'm just trying to get all the logistics.
Yeah. No, don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
Great. So maybe probably not tonight. That maybe the next day or so we could get dinner and debrief.
Oh, right. Dinner. Debrief. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I can pick you up at your place and yeah. Sounds good.
Great. Yeah, we'll be in touch about maybe coordinating about this evening.
Okay. I will have my communicator on. All right. It's a date. I mean, it's a operation then. Date.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I should probably get going.
Of course. Yeah, we'll chat soon.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Yep, bye. Okay, so there's that.
That seemed like it went well.
Yeah, we'll have some backup. If we can just coordinate to make sure you're the last one to get fitted, choke, then, you just take off and just don't get caught. Is that
I think I could do that.
okay? Great.
All right. Let's go rob some bad guys.
Great.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
She really likes him.
No. Don't tell her that. She'll hit you.
All right. You all load back up into the car and head to, I guess, get fitted up for the meet. You just want to skip to the auction at this point?
I guess so. Maybe maybe Clarity can get a good layout of like the area so we know how to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. She can pull up some schematics for the location.
And then maybe we can text with Alco about how they plan to actually bust in so we can have an escape plan better, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, what you pull up is the location is a club in Icevere. The actual auction is going to be taking place on the upper floor of the club itself. The As far as like exits, most of the exits are through the bottom, the ground floor of the club. You have the main entrance up front, and then there are some emergency exits out back. So only really those 2 points of intended egress from the schematics that you pull up from Clarity. Alco later on in the day gives some of their operational plans for the bust. They will probably have both of those exits covered. There are several windows as well. There is also there's a roof access to the building too. It's not technically an exit, but it does get you up on the roof.
Do you think you could make it off the roof?
Me alone? Yeah.
Then my suggestion is this. Yule stays back as eyes and ears. I'll go in with you because my name is the one being given. Once you go up to do your personal fitting on it, I will step out for an urgent phone call. Casually, not going to bring attention to myself. Don't want the Ravagers pissed at me. And... do I have to get arrested? I need to maintain my street cred.
I mean, I would prefer if you didn't.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how long the phone call's gonna take, because if you can get out of the building before they make their entrance, then you're in the clear.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to be so conspicuous that I stepped out right before the raid happened. As I was a late arrival for the whole thing in the first place, and then the whole thing goes down. Again, street cred. Would potentially like to do business with these Ravager folks and not get Razor in trouble.
Guess it's whether you think your boyfriend can keep you out of the system.
Isn't that a thing? Like a criminal informant situation? Can I be one of those? And then it just looks like they arrested me.
That's probably something you're gonna have to talk to your boyfriend about.
He's not my boyfriend.
He's
Stop saying that.
kinda your boyfriend.
I haven't even gone on a date with him yet.
Yeah, you
Work
have.
does not count. No, I have not. It was work.
She called it a date.
I called it a date because I needed him to be my date. Like I had a +1.
You told us it was a date.
I told you it. He's not my boyfriend. It wasn't a date. It was work. And I'll text him. Can you make it look like I get arrested? As your criminal informant.
All right, on this, I think I need you to roll persuasion.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I want to put this at a 5.
Out of 5. Okay, so persuading, bring it down to a 3. I will use my edge and bring it down to a 0. So I would spend 1.
You're gonna bring it down from a 3 to a 0 with edge or with effort.
So yeah, it was a 5, bring it down to a 3, bring it down with effort, yeah.
It would be 7 points to bring it from a 3 to a 0 with effort.
So my edge is 4, so it's -3.
Yeah.
Okay. 3. Yes. Done.
Okay. You have a long conversation over text with Alco. There's a lot of disagreement that go into it because he very much did not want you getting arrested or anything.
But I'm not getting arrested. It's pretend. It's like not really happening. I gave you the tip so you don't actually arrest me. But to maintain this criminal informant relationship, I cannot get associated with the best. So, pretend arrest? Question mark?
I can add you to our system as a CI. That does mean you're going to be in our system, though.
Can I go in not as Impulse?
Put you in under another name, but they're going to need a bio reading for your ID.
Fine.
All right. If you're sure, I'll get that on the books.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so you have that set up. You will kind of hangs back. She goes, I'll probably just do Overwatch on this because I don't have that same get out of jail free card, and
That's fair. Yeah. Just. Oh,
I'll help Choke with. I will be ready on standby to help Choke get out.
Choke, do you have any gear to get off the roof?
Legs?
You have those. I mean, like.
Are you just planning on jumping off the roof?
It feels like you want me to say no.
Yes, I very much want you to say no.
Well, I've got the whole lizard thing going. I felt like it would be okay.
I'm rolling in it now. We can get something from Razor before we go.
Fine.
Okay.
I just don't want you to break your legs.
I
Your
took down a
lizard
whole
legs.
fucking, like, parasite breeder queen by myself. I thought maybe I
You
could,
did
like,
jump out
hop
that
off a
window
roof.
too.
You can't punch gravity.
Have you tried?
She has. She has tried. She's tried.
All right.
Fine. Gear. Whatever.
I'll have Zane's truck as a getaway. I'll probably park here at the end of the alley. So you're just gonna. Hopefully, you won't have to get back past too many LSF agents.
Hopefully.
Sound good, Chope?
Just get to the roof
Yeah.
as best you can.
That works for me.
All right, got a plan. What could go wrong?
Bite your fucking tongue. Like right now, do it. I'm gonna watch you.
What?
I'm not joking. Bite your tongue. Bite
Why?
it. You don't say shit like that.
What?
Bite your tongue.
I say shit
just
like
did.
that all the time. Don't yell.
Are you superstitious?
No, but every little bit helps.
All right. Let's just get this over with.
Okay.
All right. And you head over to the club. I'm really debating. We have 15 minutes left. I don't know whether we're gonna get through this in 15. We're gonna try.
Let's do it.
All right. You arrive at the club at 9:30. Any costume changes? Choke just going in as Choke.
Unless she's told not to. That's what she does. She's one thing.
It's herself.
She's her.
You head into the bar. I'm gonna change the music. We'll go with this one. It's called The Deal. I think that works.
How appropriate.
You come into the club and you're quickly escorted back as you drop some names and reasons for being there. Escorted back to a back stairwell that leads up to the second floor of the club. And there you have a few like security guards on duty that pat you down as you come in. Either of you bring any weapons?
Chain belt.
Chain belt. Always the chain belt. They leave the chain belt because word hasn't gotten around about that yet.
Fashion.
No, she doesn't want to get her blaster confiscated, so she'll
Okay.
leave it with Yule, I guess.
Okay. They pat you down, you head inside the room. It's a small interior room. The upper level is sort of this like catwalk that goes around the edge of the club. On one side is this interior like room that they're using for the auction. Outside and like across from the auction room would be the stairwell that leads up to the roof access. Just for jokes edification. The auction room, as you enter, is a kind of a clean open space. There are several like displays set up with some tech that is currently being sort of hawked by the Ravagers. There are some combat suits. There are some what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of it's like bleeding edge, like microchips, tech like that. Nothing they can really demonstrate, but they have like they have them set out for people to look at. Guided systems, things of that nature. A lot of this is probably tied to weaponry and some pretty dangerous stuff if it was combined with the right tech, but most of it is broken down or piecemealed. There are about 20 people in the room, kind of looking around, prospective buyers. No one on the upper echelons of society, but these are all sort of well-to-do people in their own regard. Impulse might recognize a couple of people as being involved with gangs and other organizations within New London. But the one item that seems to be a pretty hot commodity here near the center of the room on a display is this cyber arm, the GR45, a sleek piece of black metal, almost seems to like drink in the light around it, where it doesn't like reflect or shine in any way, though it has a smooth finish, unlike not necessarily like matte. The joints are well hidden. It almost looks like one solid piece of metal until you get very close. You see the very fine joints and connections between the different pieces. But it is, it is much nicer than any piece of any cyber limb that you have ever seen. Infinitely nicer than the cyber arm that Choke has right now. Even better than the one that she used to have from Idis. As you are looking over the piece, one of the people that was kind of mulling around the crowd comes up behind you, sort of clears their throat, and you see a woman with red hair, sort of pulled back, and as you are talking, as you turn to face her, she starts to say, "So, I see you're here for our latest..." Oh gods. What are you doing here? As you see Miss Scarlet.
I'm here to do business. What are you doing here?
I'm here to do business as well. And I can't say that I really want your type of business here.
Well, that's too fucking bad, as if you've chased us off of Earth, so we're gonna do business off Earth as best as we can. Pretty sure my cred is just as good to the Ravagers as yours is, honey. So good luck in the auction, bitch.
Oh, I don't think you understand. This is my auction. Red.
Great.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleasure.
We might have gotten off on the wrong foot.
Apparently.
As you can see, I'm here. Not on Earth anymore. It seems we've all
Oh, did
been...
your dogs chase you off too, or?
You could say that.
Great.
A lot of people weren't happy with the way that things turned out. So now I'm here. Working the best I can.
Same.
You're interested in the GR45?
Isn't everyone?
Most are. It's a rather expensive piece of equipment.
Don't worry, we can handle it.
I assume this would be for you. Looking at Choke.
Obviously.
Considering what you're currently working with, be a significant improvement.
Considering no one else in this fucking room would know what to do with it.
I won't blame you there. You'll probably be the most dangerous person in the room if you had it.
I'm already the most dangerous person in the room, sweetheart.
No arguments here. Like I said, I'm just here to do business.
And so are we. So hopefully we can give you a lot of business.
Right. Well, auction should be starting soon. Good luck. And she turns to walk away.
If she's not going to help set it up, then whoever is around the arm setting up to help her get a fitting just to make sure the tech works.
Anyone that you speak with says that you need her approval.
Impulse will swallow the biggest amount of pride fucking ever. Try to talk to her about doing a fitting.
You are about to rob her, so I don't know how much pride you're swallowing here.
No, but she has to make it
She
look
doesn't know
like
that.
she's swallowing a lot of pride. Exactly.
No, she doesn't know that. I'm just saying that.
Yes.
You are going to screw her over again.
Yes.
Good.
But she won't know that because
She's
I'm
an
getting
asshole.
arrested too. Yeah, fuck her. But she doesn't know that because I'm also getting arrested. And then I can turn it around on her and be like, you got me arrested, bitch. But we're not there yet.
Let
Right
us
now-
do our
By the way,
heist
I feel
vow.
like I should make this an intrusion. This should be an intrusion, her being the... Because I didn't plan this until someone said Miss Scarlet earlier. And then I was like, this is perfect. Yeah, I will give you guys the XP for this intrusion.
Thanks.
Which I guess you could reject, and I could just eject her into space if you wanted to.
No, please.
Yes, no, please
met
fuck us
us.
up, Pam.
Neither Sid nor I will ever reject an intrusion, ever.
Ever. We are all about making our
Please.
lives harder. Come on. She will walk over. Deborah. Look. I'm imagining that we're both in a very different situation than we intended to be a year ago, wouldn't you say?
I'd agree with you there.
I also know that we are both the sort of woman that is going to make the very best possible situation out of what we are given. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Go on.
Well, I may not have the same connections that I was robbed of on Earth. Obviously, we're doing all right for ourselves up here on the moon. As I see you are as well. we are here to get you a shit ton of cred in exchange for this lovely bit of technology. And potentially, if our fantastic amounts of cred are able to purchase this item from you, we will have a virtually unstoppable fist on our hands. Wouldn't you agree?
You've made your pitch. What do you want?
I just want to make sure it fits her.
It's not what this is about.
It's a fantastic bit of technology, but it is a prototype. And Choke is one of a kind. Personal fitting, if you don't mind.
And have you roll? This is going to be a 7.
Yeah, I figured as much. Okay. Persuasion brings it down to a 5.
Yes.
Am I an asset? Because I am one of a kind.
Sure. Choke
Yes.
is an asset.
Yes. Bring it down to a 4.
Choke's reputation and what you're saying here, I think that's...
I spent a whole
Everything
arc.
checks out.
I'm working my whole arc is to get my reputation back. It's important.
Yeah. Okay, so 7 to a 5 to a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend all the effort I can to bring this down as low as possible.
Okay. So you could bring it down by 3. So you bring it down to a 1 if you spend 3 points with your edge.
Okay. 2, 3.
Just gotta roll
Come on.
3 or higher.
I don't want you to bite your tongue, Val. Just 5.
Just barely made that one.
God.
Oh, the XP store isn't working? That might be on Stream Element side. Sorry about that, chat.
Look at it.
Yeah. All right. She gives you a long look over. So red choke. I'm interested to see what it looks like on her. I suppose it can't hurt anything.
Maybe a work of art. And so would any potential additional dealings, wouldn't you say? Women of our caliber need to stick together.
Well. She looks over. There are a couple like serving like attendants that have moved around with like trays of hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and she reaches over and grabs 2 glasses of champagne, hands one to you. To fresh starts, then.
I will cheers to that.
Ding. And she takes a drink, motions to one of her staff, and says, "This one would like a fitting, I believe, on the GR45."
Thank you so
And
much.
Choke, you are escorted over. One of the attendants approaches and says, "May I?"
Sure.
Goes to your shoulder, unclasps the fastenings on your current arm, dislodging it, setting it to the side on the table, takes the GR45, holds it in place, connects the nerve endings. Surprisingly, very little pain. Like it's a little discomforting, like a little uncomfortable at first, and then quickly that goes away. And the arm connects, and you see this this purple light kind of
like bead down the side of the arm for a second as it comes online, and your hands just kind of like you feel as you're waiting for the nerve endings to finally connect and activate. You feel that sensation as you close your tighten your grasp, the arm moving seamlessly, no noise as you begin to flex and move, and it is a perfect fit, you might say.
Like a glove.
You could probably lift me just with that arm, couldn't you?
I mean, I could have before, but...
But even easier. Come on, give him a shout.
Miss Scarlet says, "Oh, we do have a demonstration, I believe, that we could set up then, if you wish to attempt it." And she pulling up the thing here.
Of course I do.
She says, "I believe we set up a target on the far wall. Should be a secondary activation mechanism if you focus on the wrist connectors for the arm. You should get the targeting in sight once you have activated it." And you kind of thinking for a moment, like reaching out with your mind and focusing on the arm, you do realize what she is talking about. It wasn't like instinctual at first, but now it's been pointing out to you. You realize that there is like some alternate function. She says, "Appreciate it if you just aim that direction towards the target."
Okay, I'm familiar with weapon safety.
She she takes a step back, and they bring the target closer to you, so it's within sort of immediate, like within punching distance.
She's
and,
red, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, she said that.
We said that already.
I
Did
know.
you just figure that out?
I'm
She
just
introduced
putting it
herself as
together.
red.
Shut up. She did say red. I was too freaking out about the fact that it was her and that was her arm, and she just called her a bitch. I'm sorry. I'm putting all the things together. I'm sorry. This is Sid, not Impulse. This is just all Sid.
She literally said it.
Sid's had some gin, okay? Give me a break.
Continue, I'm sorry.
She says, "All right, swing your fist normally and activate the device." And as you sort of rear back, it's your left arm, right? Your right arm? Left arm?
Right arm.
Right arm. As you kind of pull back and swing your right arm forward, activating it, you see these flaps sort of open up on the sides, and these essentially rocket boosters activate on the sides of your forearm, causing your swing to just amplify. You almost lose your balance for a second, just not anticipating the blast. It's extreme. You
Can
don't
I
lose
roll
your
to
balance.
not?
No, I said you don't lose your balance. You almost do for a moment. Listen, choke's
just-
cool, but sometimes things throw people off.
I want to be cool. Okay.
Do you really want to roll for balancing?
No. I really thought about it.
Because if you fail, I'm going to say you lose your balance.
No.
Okay. The arm carries through, punches the target, which is this essentially like metal plate with a like a target painted on the front, and goes straight through it. The jet's sort of cooling off as after you have thrown the punch. People around the room sort of clap.
An impressive feature.
One of a kind. Might need some tweaking. It is a prototype, after all. But, I'm sure it would come to great use. So, we will have it brought back on display. And as she's turning around, you look to your data pad just in time to see it hit 10 till. And at that exact moment, there is a sound of a klaxon blaring outside as a siren goes off. Not that klaxon.
Klaxon's here.
There is a sound of a siren outside. Through the windows, you see spotlights carrying in, and everyone begins to panic as a familiar voice over the radio broadcast of the LSF shuttles outside, the voice of Lieutenant Alco, brings out and says, "This is the LSF. Stand down and disarm. We're coming in." And I assume Choke uses that moment to bolt.
Oh,
Or is
yeah.
TFO.
Oh no,
as
I
people
bolt.
be
As soon
people
as
begin
if
to-
any like chaos starts,
yeah,
I'm gone.
as the room sort of explodes and everyone begins to flee
Impulse
to the
does
exits.
the same. Just working on.
Can I do one thing
Yes.
as I bolt? Because it probably has some information that is connected to me. I do want to snatch my old arm
Off the table.
off the table.
Can I offer an intrusion to say that you are unable to in the chaos?
Yep.
Okay.
Thought
You
about
both
it.
get an XP for that.
Thought
Giving
about
out
it.
so many intrusions today.
More
You guys gotta
interesting.
be rolling an XP.
I have 9 XP.
You
have
are
7,
the table is flips over as people are running and screaming. Red is trying. Miss Scarlet's trying to gain control of the room. The guard's trying to hold people. She's like has lost sight of you. You see your arm kind of go skittering across the floor as somebody kicks it, and you realize you don't have time.
I'm just
to
gonna
get
hope
to
that it gets busted up then.
And Choke runs for the exit. And that's where we're going to end our session for today. So we'll come back to the fallout of this at the beginning of the next session, and we'll have everyone back and be a good place to get started. But you successfully got the Rocket Fist, or the GR45, as it's called.
Heist.
Can I get Choke to roll a d6 for the level of this artifact?
5.
Woo!
It is level 7.
Woo!
And this is an artifact. I'll send you the so a couple of things that are going to happen here that you guys are going to like. So it's an artifact, so it's not a cipher, so it has multiple uses. It has an exhaustion of 1 and 1d10, so every time you use it, we're not counting that as a use because it was a demonstration. Every time you use it, you have to roll a d10. If you roll a 1, then it depletes and it no longer has its rocket function. It'll still function as an arm. I'm not going to say the arm stops working, but the rocket aspect of it won't. The way the rocket works is it inflicts additional damage equal to the artifact level. If
So
you activate
7.
it, you could do a 7 additional damage with a punch if you activate the rocket
Wait,
fist.
additional
And
to the punch I already do?
Additional.
additional damage.
Choke is unstoppable.
My punch do 5.
Okay,
you
then
do
you do
12.
12 points of damage with a punch.
I'm
When you
gonna cry.
use the artifact thing, so there's a 10% chance every time you do that it breaks, but you could do a 12 damage punch.
Choke. You can
Punch.
murder a man with a
Punch.
punch.
Punch. Punch. Punch.
It also throws the target back a short distance when you punch them. So yeah,
Is the
you
best
also,
thing.
this is the first time we have an artifact, and we're going to start running into more of these too. I have some more artifacts I'm going to introduce. You also gain XP equal to the artifact's level, divided amongst the people in the party. So since it's the 2 of you, you both gain 3 XP.
Are you rounding down?
Well, you get 3 XP and one person gets 1 additional. You can fight over it.
I'm not gonna fight over it. I'm gonna say Impulse can have it. Because she talked us into getting into this situation.
And I guess it's fair because you got the rocket arm.
And I got the rocket arm.
Rocket arm.
All right, so Impulse gets 4 and you get 3. Yeah, so I am going to introduce... my hope is within... as we continue playing, I've got 5 artifacts I want to give out at some point in the future. So I'm very much excited about those, but I'm going to try to space them out a little bit.
Okay.
But we'll see.
I have 11 XP, guys.
I have 12, so.
So I will be leveling. So I will be tier 4 next time.
Nice. So you're
I
only 2
might
tiers off
actually
from
be
getting...
tier 4 next time, too.
God, are you guys gonna max tier in this? And I'm not gonna know what to do anymore.
What is max tier?
6.
6?
Holy shit. Okay, yeah.
We've been...
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we are, like, cranking them out.
Woo!
Yeah. Don't be... I mean, again, there's a lot of other stuff you can spend XP on, too. Like the major benefits and...
Like more wealth?
But yeah, I mean, you could spend it to get more money. You could spend it to get more property, stuff like that. I mean, you can hoard XP and use it for other stuff if you don't want to keep, improving at a breakneck pace.
Car?
Yes, you could.
Because he said he'd pick me up. He doesn't have anything to pick me up in right now.
I was assuming he was going to get an Uber or something. But we
top of next week, buying him a new car.
Yeah, there's so many other things. I mean, because you guys can get wealth, or you can buy, essentially like use XP to buy equipment. Go to the equipment panel and you can see all sorts of stuff that's on there. Like, I definitely, if you want to level up keep leveling up and stuff, but there's other things you can do with XP besides leveling up if you want to kind of pace yourself a little bit more. Because I know, like, obviously Chance is that's gonna really fuck me up. Chance is a little bit behind, and I know Impulse is the only person at 4, or that is close to 4.
I just need the 1.
In theory, if I
of my
spent
11.
In theory, if I spent all of the XP I had right now, I would be tier 4.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that, but I'll
But-
be close.
I don't think I haven't used a single intrusion of my own yet.
Yeah, I recommend, just because we have a long way to go with this campaign still. I have no plans of stopping it anytime soon. Don't feel like you gotta level up just keep leveling up at a breakneck pace. Get yourself some fun toys. There's all sorts of... I recommend checking out the sci-fi equipment section for a lot of... You can buy a spaceship.
We should buy a spaceship.
We should buy a spaceship, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah. So anyway, that'll be our session then. Oh, arcs. Did either of you... More XP. Did either of you accomplish something in pursuit of your arc?
I mean, we set up like an actual date, and we had another
Good.
argument, and
My whole thing is based around rebuilding my reputation.
Yeah.
date
think-
with Alco.
You got your killer arm now. And you got a date. Yeah. 2 more XP for each of you.
Hell yeah.
13.
We made out like bandits.
Yeah. These two people sessions, you get a lot of XP.
There were many intrusions this time, though, I feel
So
like.
There
many
were.
intrusions this time.
Well, normally I don't think you field as much because the intrusions are getting spread out amongst
It's
people.
true.
So
It's true.
I think I did 5 intrusions, and normally I try to do 4 every session. So yeah, we'll have to do a session that's just Chance and Clarity to get them caught up. And then I'll have to do a couple of sessions that are just Chance to get Chance caught up.
Solo session.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about this game, though, is that like people can be different tiers.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody feels left out.
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
like this.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So that's going to be it then. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching. If you haven't already, follow us here on Twitch. Also, go over to our YouTube channel, subscribe there. You can see all the VODs of all of our other shows that go up. You can see we're near 40 episodes of this, I think. Getting close to 40 total episodes
It's gotta be.
of Neon Souls.
So we're getting up there, as well as all of the other shows that we're doing. So if you want to join us for a game tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to be playing Saturday Night Star Power. Is the Overarm system. It is loosely inspired by shows like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Shaman King. And right now, the party just sold their souls to an otherworldly entity, and are trying to just watch their friend murder someone who they thought was dead for a while. So yeah, come join us at 7 o'clock for that. It'll be the three of us, along with RJ, or RJustice282, and LB Hackemup of LB Hackemup. Anybody have anything they want to plug?
Oh, I just want to remind everybody that Slang 101 is at a different time this week. If you've been hanging out with us for that on Sundays, usually it's at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. It's going to be at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. So if you want to watch Slang 101, show up an hour early.
Anything else?
I have a one-shot coming up in 2 weeks, so I'll plug it then. I won't do it right now. It's gonna... You'll forget. There's a lot going on.
Slang 101 is early because of my one shot this week. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can join me and Sid the next couple of Sundays on twitch.tv/Colonomicon playing Powered by the Apocalypse games. I'm running one, but it's going to be awesome.
Nice.
7 p.m. on Sundays.
Alrighty. Well, we'll go ahead and call it there. Thank you to my lovely players for just killing it,
Heist.
like always.
Heist.
Easiest heist ever. And thank you everyone out there for watching. We will see you again, same time, same place next week. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.